My name is Cabrera. I'm 16 and I'm from Manila, Philippines.
Hi, my name is Eric Lewis. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Malaysia.
I'm Ishraf Danish. I'm 15 and I'm from Malaysia.
Hi, I'm Khalid Al-Wahabi and I'm 16 years old from Oman.
I'm Angie King from the Philippines.
So this Philippine track is very technical.
It's a challenging track. I think it's a new track, challenging for the other drivers.
One challenging thing about racing in the track, it's really narrow.
Yeah, the corner is very tight for me and challenging.
Here you have to be patient and wait. There's not a lot of space for two cars going to a corner.
The Sector 3, really twisty and all, but the Sector 1 and Sector 2 is mostly like Sepang, high-speed corners.
But this one is definitely a challenge.
I guess because I'm used to this track, I've been doing it for a few years, so I don't find it so technical, but I'm learning different things from the data analysis.
When I go to the new track, I learn by coaching driver's data.
Always looking through data and writing down what I need to do.
It's taught me how to brake at a point and where's the acceleration point.
So we just did a lot of preparation, just walking the track, using the vans, going around the tracks.
Track walks always before I start, just to keep the track in mind and refresh myself.
To have a track walk or just grab a bike and just go around just to see where the overtaking spots are. Is it bumpy on this side of the track compared to this side?
Helping drivers to learn the ins and outs of a new circuit is the data collected from their time on track. And one of the most unique features of the One Team Championship is the open data policy. It allows a fair, equal and level playing field by giving drivers open access to their own sessions data and that of other drivers.
Throughout the weekend we collect videos, telemetry from the cars, basically anything to do with the way the car rolls, the braking, the throttle, the RPM, the gear changes, anything that can help us benefit the drivers. As you know, the circuit is 4.2 kilometres in length, so there can be time found in each bit of the course. So it's very important that we are very thorough and look through each bit of data. It's read in a telemetry sheet, so basically we look at a graph and if it's higher, then the person's slower versus another driver, and vice versa if it's lower. All the drivers compare their data to each other. They look at videos as well as the telemetry, and it's interesting to see what they can pick up from each other. So it's good to see that they're all helping each other in some way or another.
In race 2, the drivers experienced their first taste of wet weather conditions. And as we prepare for race 3, we can see that the heavens have opened up even more. And as these conditions intensify, the drivers would have spent even more time going through their race data to find out how to go a little bit faster.
And it's going to be a little bit more challenging as well out there because the top half of the grid has been reversed. Fain Kahia starts on pole position.
The finishing positions for race 1, with the top half of the grid reversed, means Malaysia's Chiao Wing Hung joins Fain up front. Home favourite Gabriel Cabrera would start from the second row, Indonesia's Prezi Martono alongside him. Double winner Akash with Malaysia's Eric Lewis rounding out the third row. As rain poured, so did the determination. Gabriel Cabrera storms through for the lead in the first few corners. An aggressive start from Khalid Al-Wahabi sees him take second.
Initially I had a lot of wheel spin, but then once the traction came, I was able to get going and other people struggled a bit. And then from there on, I managed to keep the pace and others struggled and spun off.
The drivers continued to push to the absolute limit in the challenging conditions, and some suffered the consequences. Fain Kahia, Akash Gowda, Prezi Martono and Keenan Santoso, all victims of the torrential rain in the first laps.
I was watching the red light, and all of a sudden the red light disappeared. I'm like, what happened? And next thing I know, the car is spinning out right in front of me. I'm just like avoiding it, like, okay, just take it easy, bring the car home, and just be consistent at it.
The safety car was deployed and the drivers remained in their positions until the end. Gabriel Cabrera claims his first race win ahead of Khalid Al-Wahabi and Angie King.
My goal for the weekend was just a podium finish, but coming home with a win, I'm ecstatic. I don't know what to say.
My goal this weekend was just to finish the race. I wasn't expecting to go podium. I wanted Gabe to get podium for sure, and this was it. Like, apparently we're rain drivers.
The Philippines is well represented in race 3 with both drivers making the podium in front of a jubilant home crowd. Cabrera also secures the rookie trophy with his win. Malaysia's Eric Lewis finishes 4th, while Muhammad Nalwala finishes 5th in that incident-filled wet race.
After difficult conditions in race 3, the rain continues to pour. On pole position, we have Prezi Martono, who has the pace and will definitely have his eyes set on a podium finish.
With the grid positions of race 4 determined by the driver's second fastest time from qualifying, he definitely has the pace. Indonesia's Presley Martono sits on pole with a time of 1 minute 54 seconds, .412. India's Mohammad Nalwala at the front alongside him, just 1/10 of a second off, while Pinoy hopes rest in Gabriel Cabrera, 5th on the grid with Angie King in 10th. The wet conditions prove difficult for the pole sitter, who drops down to 4th at the start, while some gutsy magic from Khalid Al-Wahibi sees him take the lead. Then a spectacle on the straight as the 68th of Chow Wing Hun goes spinning off the track. The safety car was again deployed, with the race resuming on lap 3. The 5 front runners would pull ahead, Al-Wahibi leading ahead of Martono, Gauda, Kahia and Cabrera. Under pressure, the Oman driver would make the unfortunate error. Now leading, Presley would keep the ambitions of Akash in check as they pulled a gap in front.
I had to be aware that Akash was there and he was very fast, and he was faster in some parts, I was faster in the other parts. He had good runs into the straight. I just had to watch out in my mirrors in case he dived up the inside, but at the end I just kept it under control and pulled off the win.
While a battle for the last spot on the podium played out between homeboy Cabrera and the Kiwi Kahia. What a wet and wild race. Presley Martono secures his first win in Formula 4.
I want more of these wins, if possible this weekend, but I think we worked hard for this, so for the meantime I just want to chill and maybe review data later, but I definitely want more of this and more consistent results.
Sweet victory for the Indonesian Martono. He also secures the rookie trophy. Akash Gauda finishes second, while the Kiwi Kahia secures 3rd position after a tough battle with Gabriel Cabrera. The Filipino just missing out on the podium in 4th, with compatriot Angie King coming in 7th. We're off for a quick break. No break in the weather, however. More wet and wild action from the Philippines when we return.